Round 5, as always, is free for all. And first up, we have Laura.
Indeed. So I'm going to talk about catnip because...
Sorry, yes. Okay. I thought it was something horrible to say and I couldn't stop. So first up, Laura. No, it's the last round as always is free for all. First up, Laura. Who is free for all? Don't. Dave knew it.
Can I? Right. Laura, do you have a fact for us by any chance?
No, I've got to wait for you to all stop laughing.
I'm free.
I'll take it back. She's not free. I'm sorry.
Okay, this is turned creepy now. Laura, what's your fact?
Okay, for my fact for the free-for-all round, I'm going to talk about catnip, which obviously you can buy lots of catnip scented toys and sprays and etc. for your cats, and it works just as well on big cats as it does on domesticated cats. Although only something around 75% of cats are subjected to the pheromones that it produces, etc. And certain breeds can't actually react at all. Due to the receptors in their mouths and noses. But the reason why catnip appeals to cats is because it contains a hallucinogen. Now, I know I can't pronounce anything to save my life, so we're going to try this and then David's going to help me out. So it's nepelactone. Nepelactone. There we go. So it contains the hallucinogen nepelactone, which mimics a natural sex pheromone. So when you're giving your cat catnip and toys and sprays and stuff, really, just making it randy, baby.
No, do it again.
When you're spraying those sprays around, just make sure you're not doing it in the bedroom because it all could go terribly wrong.
So you're telling me when I give my cats catnip, I'm not actually making them I am making them happy, I'm just turning them on like fuck.
Why do you think they roll around and sort of go, rah, 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 I want it?
Because I thought they were high as fuck, not horny as fuck.
Well,
You can
some
be both.
drugs make you do both.
You can be both.
Like me, right now.
Oh, crossing your legs just doesn't help.
Jimmy Carr was right about you.
I did hear one fact about catnip. Is it true that apparently once a cat's been exposed to catnip, there is a level of which it is never unhigh? As in, it's not permanently off its face, but a cat's brain that has been exposed to catnip versus one that hasn't has had a fundamental chemical change.
It's a bit like heroin, yeah.
I didn't know heroin did a fundamental change in you.
I was going to say, it sounded like a couple of drugs.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You can drug a cat.
Once your third eye has been opened, it cannot be shut.
You can drug a dog. No, but you cannot drug a tardigrade.
Well, that remains to be seen. I really want to see them just get, smoking a joint and go...
On the topic of... no. Okay.
On tardigrades or...
No, it's just like, well, if you're trying to get a tardigrade super high or overdose on marijuana, I would love to be challenged to be overdosed on marijuana. Have you seen like the thing you'd have to smoke? You'd have to smoke a 2-pound joint in about 15 minutes.
Oh.
For people without the perspective, a 2-pound joint is approximately 1 to maybe 1.5 laundry baskets full of ground up weed. Holy shit.
Fair enough.
In other words, the joint would be bigger than me.
Maybe.
No, if you
quite sure
converted me into volume, and the volume of this...
You are volume.
I was going to say,
you have to be volume, you're 3D.
Okay, he's quite two-dimensional, really.
Oh.
He's very sexy.
So Dave.
No. You're sexy.
No, you're sexy.
So, we're not doing this again.
Yeah. It was more spontaneous time.
No, we can do it, but it's people then hear it once and then they try and make us do it against that. Not performing monkeys. Well,
I was going to say, yeah, you guys are, clearly.
Well, yes.
Given the number of times you've sung Happy Birthday, so,
making up birthday songs, we're pleased to ever do that. It might do that.
Let's all try to play this game. I don't know the fucking name.
There were some of the good, we haven't got we've got a lyric, we can't sing it, we don't know where it goes, but it works. I think the one that most people wouldn't hear that we can actually sing, but after 9 is the wedding song.
He's not officially endorsed by TJ Friday, so I don't
Oh,
want
God, I
Karen
wanna hear
come
this.
after Yeah, it's the same happy clappy repeat after me sort of style.
So the usual one would be, I don't know what I've been told, repeat, and then all the lyrics.
yeah.
But in this case, it's been known and it's been said.
It's been known and it's been said.
Someone here is getting wet.
The good news is the sex is free.
Bad news is it's not with me.
Have a
Happy.
birthday. Or whichever
Wedding.
Wedding.
That's why we always did it that way for that one. But yeah, no, there's the wedding song.
We have sung that, but I do remember Danny running up to Barney and being like, Barney, you need to sing the wedding song with me. Why? Because they're getting married and they're both here, and if I sing it by myself, then the woman's going to fucking kill me because she's going to think that I'm trying to get with the husband. Got to be careful with this. You can't ruin your tip just because you're flirting with the wrong bill pair.
Yeah. We've got slightly diverted there from
Sorry.
catnip, but
Yes.
Dave.
So my random fact, which I have done a little bit more fact checking on, I can't get any other sources for it, but it is from What Cats Were Made Of, which was published in New York. In 7 years, how many offspring do you reckon a single pair of cats could be responsible for?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't actually know what is the cycle? Is it the maternity cycle? Whatever the
Gestation period.
Gestation. Yeah, sorry, that's exactly right. Gestation period. Do not know the gestation period of a cat, so I would have to be throwing stabs in the dark. I would guess 8 cats per litter, 5. So I don't know. Let's go with 6 cats per litter.
So on average, it's between 6 to 10 cats per litter, and the average cat can have a litter of. I think the gestation period was 6 to 8 weeks. I haven't actually got that down. But in 7 years, a single pair of cats and their offspring could produce a total of 420,000 kittens.
You're so cute.
Now,
Those are some inbred cats.
look at the genetic diversity would not be particularly. We get a lot of grumpy cats with overbites and
sorry, I get it right.
Yes,
so
so
I was
you-
like, how that there, humping daily?
No, so
Surely.
the original pair of cats, you are correct, would only be responsible over the 7-year period for, probably 4 to 5 litters, I think it is, per year, of which if you were saying an average of 5 to 10, that's only going to be about 100. But they become fertile very, very quickly. I can't remember exactly when it is for cats. And that's why it then magnifies so quickly.
But it does involve a lot of Targaryen, Lannister-esque.
And even if that, and again, if I'm doubting that number even slightly, if we cut it down by a factor of 50% still, almost, it's still over 250,000. So can you imagine that for humans? You go away for 7 years, well, going away for 7 years is a bit weird, but, just 7 years' time, it's like...
Yeah, no, yes, continue.
But it's like, so, these are your nieces and nephews. This is going to take a few
You
days.
missed a few birthdays.
Can we get another kitten?
I want another kid.
No, because that makes everything go up by a couple of million.
Christopher?
No, you're doing it.
Yeah, you know.
No,
because it's not a dog.
No, he's not a dog.
Do you like being called Dave a lot, Chris?
I just got used to it. That's what happens.
See, the thing, I knew it wasn't, I just turned the wrong way.
Do you get called Chris a lot?
No. That's because people like me.
Oh, don't be cruel.
No, it is about 50-50. I'm an honorary Chris and Chris is an honorary Dave.
Do you have a fact for us?
Oh, is it my turn? Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got lost with that. So, my fact for everyone is a cat's cerebral cortex. David, where's the cerebral cortex?
In the brain.
Thank you, I didn't know. The part of the brain, hey, look at that, in charge of cognitive information processing. I should really just kept reading, I'd have been fine. Has 300 million neurons. Now, you're thinking, okay, well, what's that to me? What do we compare that to? We're not going to compare it to a human, it's stupid. It makes no sense. Let's compare it to something else that I keep harping on about. Cats aren't dogs. A dog has 160 million neurons. Now, I know what you're thinking, everyone. I've just given these two cat-loving bastards ammo that cats are nearly twice as smart as dogs. No, I have not. What I have given them is irrefutable proof that cats are choosing to say fuck off every time you call them. Because they know you're calling them. They're clever enough. They know. And they know exactly what you want. Shown in the statistics. Very smart. 300 million neurons. Dogs only have 160. What do? Come, sit, stay, roll over, play dead, fetch a post, track the wife, all the rest of it. But cats, try and teach them something, they might do it once. And then you say, do it again. Fuck off. No, definitely not.
I'm sorry, I dispute this. I have seen you train the cats to jump on your back.
I did not train them to jump on my back. They want to dominate. They like to be high and observe their kingdom. And they know that I am always high and observe the kingdom. No, and they know that I am quite high and observe the kingdom from there. I am quite tall, not I am quite high. And they know that I am quite tall and they can observe their kingdom from there.
Go for a fourth take.
And see.
I know that German shepherds aren't allowed. I think it's the Swiss army they're not allowed in because their IQ's too low.
The amount of different breeds of dogs compared to cats is quite significant as well.
Well, there are obviously many breeds of both types. They're just done for different purposes. Whereas cats were working animals in Egypt. I mean, that's one of the reasons that they were quite praised, was for hunting rats and pruning fields and such. But when you no longer have that job, that breed dies out. You know, humans have been found. Humans breed animals for specific reasons. They breed big dogs that are quick, that can listen to orders and herd sheep. They breed, big horses to draw carts, and also lean horses to race. We find traits that we want and we exemplify them. And with dogs, we've just had such a wide variety of jobs that a dog can and will help humans perform. Whereas with cats, it's been much more recent with the domestication and interest in multiple breeds. But the actual interesting thing is breed names only came in the 20th century. There was the breeding fashion came in through the 19th century, but the first actual breeds were not given names until a little bit later on.
Do you know, obviously ancient Egypt, cats were very revered, etc. Do you know what part of the funeral acts and remembrance acts for if your family cat died in Egypt, what you would do? It would
mummify them.
Part of it was, yes, there was an embalming and you'd bury them with a totem, etc., etc. But as part of the actual sort of funeral party, I guess, there was drinking of specific wine and shaving off your eyebrows.
Oh yeah, there was the whole... Well, it's quite a tradition with when stuff dies, you cut off parts of your hair and things like that. It's a fairly common trait throughout the world.
You'd be quite surprised.
Fingers of hair.
No one would tell. Cut your eyebrows off. Can't.
Yeah, you would have no look of shock. Cool. All right. So sounds like we're all done there. So for round 5, free for all, are we going with Laura's catnips, Dave catnips, Laura's catnip, Dave's incest for all, or Chris's bastard cats?
Well, I said I wasn't going to vote for me, and I'm still not going to vote for me. I'm going to vote for David. I found that I got very confused with the compounding nature of the maths in your thing, and was going to ludicrously take the piss out of you until I realised that you included the cats from the cats of the cats from the cats of the cats. To understand recursion, you must first understand recursion.
So you should try Googling recursion. Did you mean
recursion?
Did you mean
recursion? Anyway, no more programming jokes, I promise. David, you get my vote. Well done.
Cool. David?
There is no way in hell I'm voting for you in this competition. So for me, I would have to say that the most interesting fact has to be Laura. Has to be Laura.
Manipulation.
Well, I don't want to be the deciding vote.
Laura, who are you going with?
I vote for Chris.
See, I don't know who to go for because they're all... with that, I'm going to, because it's a family-themed podcast, I'm going to go with incest for all. Well done, Dave. You won. So that means the winner of round 5 is Dave, and the overall winner is Dave. That's nothing new.
His girlfriend tells me you should probably try and get used to coming second for a change, though.
Thanks everyone for joining us this week. It's with great pleasure that I say thank you to, which one are you?
Chris.
And which one are you?
Dave.
And you?
Kirby.
Yeah. And Laura Stevens for joining us this week. I've been Kirby Rawstorn. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.